Nothing to do but stand around and watch the stars go by.
Been ages since we had a good haul. No freighters, no jobs, no contracts in weeks. Just standing around.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see or a you've aged, old man?
Your captain has a sense of humor, Felix. Good. There's a time and place for humor. So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
He kicks things what need kicking, and we look the other way when he starts talking anti-corporate. It's a good arrangement.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy. I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy, that one day he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him. Everyone in my crew proves their loyalty. No exceptions. Not even Felix. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely. Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
You think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story first.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token. Well enough. It's been a few years, but I still remember a thing or two. You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue over anything, and you'd never back down.
What do you mean, had? And for the record, you never could admit when you lost an argument.
You see what I had to deal with? Let's hear it. A revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for that. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal... The skies around Scylla are curiously absent of patrol ships. It's almost as if the board's sphere of influence is... Besides, our facility is well armed and located on defensible terrain. If the board tries to lay siege to us, we'll make them. Not all revolutions involve bloodshed and fire, Captain. The purest act of rebellion is to live according to one's own. One day, when the board is weak and Halcyon vulnerable, we may claim a peace. Hardly. The board is rotting from the inside. Tomorrow, next year, a generation from now, entropy is the natural state of the universe, Captain. All systems inevitably dissolve. When that day comes to Halcyon, Something on...
Clyde's got a crew of his own, huh? Good for him. Did you want to ask me something? I know. Clyde comes off rougher than Mantisaur hide. He's a good guy, though. You think he's using me? He wouldn't. That he's probably using me. Yeah, you're right. I guess he thinks I'm still maybe we should go have a word with Trask. Yeah.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Some folks are pissing in the alleyways.
You seen Arthur today?
Heads up, jackass!
I'm on it! Nice one.
Yeah, now that was fun! place smells worse than the back base.
Whew, here we go. I haven't set foot in here since... Well, I'm ready. Yeah, right? Yeah. Here we go.
Down!
Down we go! Perfection!
Wow! Nice work.
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the... It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. We hauled in steel, hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia, and Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first. Believe me, I had my complaints. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks. Me too, Captain. But I'm starting. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental.
Here they come.
Crossbow kick! Right hand!
Next one's mine.
That's the last of him!
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them to that makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough. Captain. You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper. What? Why? Them's painful memory. Huh. That ain't a bad...
The infamous Amber Heights.
The folks in Amber Heights always manage to find a bottle or two of the good stuff. Keen scavengers, I tell you.
It ain't right. How many good folk we gonna lose to our missions? That's just the way of it.
Move along. Huh.
A manta queen.
Yeah. We felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
A total failure, then. So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Van Oys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company.
Nice day, huh? For Monarch, anyway.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. The truth that I have come to learn and embrace since out here we survive by the sheer strength of our spirit.
We do seem to burn through endless ammunition and medical.
Yes, well, such is life. Our descendants will enjoy safety and luxury, but now.
I heard about you. You're trying to change the colony, right? Transform the soul and character.
Right you are, my boy. Soon every man, woman, and child will... The iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same... Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism. Oh, yes. Gunships hover in our skies, ready for the day. The perception of visionaries is often tainted by the lies of their oppressors. A sad state. All right. I'm sorry. As long as it's been, I'd still rather not speak of it. All people are part of the Philosophist family. I've come to accept that. Awakening is available to all whose minds are ready to... Not in the sense of a single entity. Fashioning the universe as a... The universe came into being over time. Organically, naturally, and without... In that sense, I suppose you could say that, in the interest of finding...
Whoa. I think I just felt my brain kick into a higher gear.
If it were only that easy, my delightfully eager friend. You've taken but one step on our long and arduous, but oh, go ahead. The point of no return. When your mind fully opens to the eternal truth. For many, it is the first brush with the cold of death, when they realize that all of their lives have... Mine was witnessing my friend and colleague transform into the very evil we sought to combat. Now he runs MSI, just like the over... Their leashes may be longer, but their collars are just as tight. Ah, the eternal. We are all part of the consciousness of the cosmos. You and I, and the rats and the mantis swarms. Divinity is in us all, and the eternal... Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another facet of the universe. Divinity cannot be quantified, Captain. It is, or it is... Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another facet of the universe. All right.
I heard...
Meanwhile, we... This is not anarchy. Society requires structure, Captain. It is just that the board's structure is killing the colony. Why have you come? I am Graham Bryant. I brought the eternal truth to Monarch. All right. Why have you...
Gonna need to buy myself an entire Rizzo plant after all this.
Getting a mite humid here. Stop. No. Spreading the truth is the only way to combat the board's I realize the board has blockaded our efforts, but Devil's Peak is an interplanetary... Surely?
Graham, we should be focusing on survival anyway. Food and...
Pivot, huh? If radio isn't working, we might try another way. I've had my sights on an old printing press for some time. The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly focus the colony's attention. We will use their
Wait, that's not what I...
Help me clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need for that rust bucket of a radio. Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Speaking of which...
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. Forget it. Huxley's still recovering. She won't be up for a run for a while.
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
So you're her mysterious savior. She sings your praise.
That girl and her songs, so eager to learn, so bright-eyed, so... She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north. One of our sympathizers, a woman named Carlotta, periodically buys goods on our back. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup. Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but...
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, Graham, if you need me, I'll be intrigued.
You know, Nyoka, between you and me, we know all there is to know about Monarch.
What makes you say that?
Well, you got your life experience as a hunter, and I've memorized every episode of Terror on Monarch.
Hey, I know you. Boss says you've been real helpful, like. But, we got this handled. We appreciate but do not require your assistance. That's my nice way of telling you to sod off. Huh. I don't know what your angle is, but... all right. Be sure to tell her how hard it was to fix the generator. You know, after you're done fixing it.
quiet. What are you up to out there? Hello? Yeah, and for the 100th time, I'm not opening this door. Who are you, anyway? Oh, finally! Tell Graham that this is the last run I'm doing. Sanjar's declared a stop sale to you lot, but even if he hadn't, I'm not risking my neck anymore.
I don't know how you got those goons to leave, but thank you. Graham ordered rollers and whatsits, right? For a printing press? Here, take them. Like I said, this is my last run. Law help them. I don't know. Maybe Sublight can lend a hand. I should go. Look, Graham's got a bit or two left in his account. I can send one last dropout before I wash my hands of this. What do you want delivered? Yeah, I've got a few. I'll send them along. Give them all my regards. And good luck out there. Don't go getting eaten.
Must have been nice, throwing off the shackles of your old job, taking up the rugged life of a hunter.
Sure, it's... Wait, what?
Board must have forced you to do something till you decided to be a hunter.
Oh, the data on that cartridge was even more damning than I could have hoped. And to have something on UDL of all the corporations. You've given us Anyway. Then it's good. Ah, so you've heard about... I suppose you're right. Graham's always had a way with words. Strange as it may seem, Graham seemed like a reasonable man years ago. And we both agreed that MSI's treatment of its workers... I thought reforms would be enough. I didn't realize you wanted to abolish... Well, technically, he may have suggested it, but he certainly wasn't doing the paperwork himself. What?
Yeah, and once you go back to him, he'll own your dignity too.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community, and being cut off means I'm not a man to put pride before progress. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunity... Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow... I've discovered it's much easier to negotiate from a position of power. And I don't mean to leave MSI...
My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're... Why, to be on the board... I fear the MSI citizens who've been dissolved into... If membership on the board can ease our hardship... Oh, believe me, I've learned that much. But I'm all... My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? What can I do for...
Move along. Good luck in all that you do.
Hey, Nyoka. I got some questions I've been meaning to ask you. About being a hunter and all.
Felix, are you reading off your hand again?
Yep. So, first question. Before you kill your prey, do you ever say any snappy one-liners?
Snappy one-liners? Give me an example.
Like, nothing personal, or maybe, you messed with the wrong hunter.
Animals can't understand language, Felix. Besides, it's always personal. I don't kill them, they'll kill me. It ain't exactly a wholesome business arrangement we've got going on.
What? Sorry.
I'm telling you, the Van Noys are fine.
Bullshit, Graham. They don't just abandon orders, and they weren't at the ruins. Where in this sulfur-sodden hellhole did you send them?
They're on a very important... Welcome back, Captain.
They're hunters. Badass ones at that.
They're our best unit, and now...
And we'll continue that discussion.
Damn it. I was hoping you'd have more sense than our venerable leader here. I get the message is important. Carlotta usually schedules the next drop during the meeting. When...
This cuts off one of our only 2 supply lines on Monarch. Sanjar, old friend, you're about to cross a date.
About to? That idiot just...
We will deal with his subversion later. Yes? The corporations have been shackling workers' souls for centuries. Workers are glorified slaves. Free will has all but vanished. I believe that by freeing oneself from the corporate structure, indeed from the very rules of man, and, through that, the cosmic truth that binds... A subtle lesson here, a word about the eternal there. In small ways, I hope to bend the... Our very resourceful sublight friends have already agreed to help. They'll replace periodicals around the colony with our subtly edited versions. The board's workers will learn of our... Certainly.
The print... Oh no.
I've already sent a team ahead to scout the press. One of our best. Meet them there.
You sent the Van Noys there, didn't you? Oh, for fuck's sake, Graham! We needed them in the...
They went willing to fight for our cause. We need reinforcements. We need new recruits. The Van Noys saw the printing facility with the same importance as I.
The hell's the sense in recruiting if you're just gonna get them killed?
I have the utmost confidence in their abilities. Friends, we must have faith that the men and women we recruit can handle.
This is worth bickering over. The iconoclasts can't keep their heads in the ground forever. Look, just If the Van Noys are still alive, get them out of there. With Sanjar pressing the...
Ah, Nyoka. Oh. Before all this, I was a writer for MSI's product catalog. It was my the certainty with which I spun among the other cogs in their machine. On that week... Why have you...
Got a few more questions for you. They're real simple. Don't think about them too much.
All right.
Huh? Heard something. Huh?
Not a moment too soon.
Zora could see me now!
Nyoka, you're a sight right now, I'll tell you.
I bet. You really come this far north for a printing press?
Yeah, I know, but that's the mission. Don't suppose y'all are busy right now. Thank the Eternal. We could use a hand. But we can't leave without patching these guys up. Acker here is bleeding out and Jensen can't see straight. Our medic has got our trauma kit, but we got separated. We ain't seen him in a couple of hours. Yeah, on account of giving him the order. He's searching the old settlement to the north of the press.
Incoming!
Can we do that again?
Any luck out there? Oh, fuck. Well, that's better than nothing. Thanks.
May the Eternal...
Did you and Ellie drink all my Spectrum Red?
Oh, was that yours? I thought it was their new Felix line. Whoops.
I knew it! Nyoka! Damn it, I was saving that!
Hey.
If you'll just listen...
No! No more listening. No more preaching. We are losing people left and right.
Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring the board's cruisers and gunships down, Captain? Apologies, but our situation grows dire. Our people talk of...
We're out of time. We need food and ammunition. We need to hit Stellar Bay while we still have the man...
Excellent.
Did you find the Vanois? Thank the Eternal.
We're one step closer to bringing the truth to every man, woman... For now, you can tell Hiram that I'll stop using Devil's Peak. From the pits of our eternal souls. I have much to do, articles to write, sermons to ponder. We live in such an exciting time.
Sermons? For the love of... Hey.
Greetings, friend. All right. Right. The perception of visionary. What?
Nice day, huh? For Monarch, anyway. What? Sorry. Long day.
Move along.
Carry on.
There's the spleen. Getting good at this.
Gonna need to buy myself an entire Rizzo plant after all this. Gonna need to buy myself an entire resort.
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
Said you docked 3 days ago?
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Purple Berry Crunch, Triple Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuts. 1% more crunch.
This is Halcyon News. You mind trying to have a moment here? Yeah, I was called that once upon... Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he... You're telling me you're on a first-name basis with Ms. Tennyson? All right. I'm gonna take your word for it. Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. That... Please, just make it quick. That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew... Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the Groundbreaker some years back. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution, something about getting rich. Abandoned his work. Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go in. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off... Appreciate it. No offense meant, just been a long day.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings. Bristol's long apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
June Leo like a casserole, right? Everyone likes a casserole. No cakes. Cakes I like. Yeah? I mean, what do you need?
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
Here they come! I'm about to ruin your day!
Don't give me any trouble, okay?
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me. Right. You just stumbled into a camp full of armed strangers because you wanted directions. How much is Harlow paying you? Let's assume I believe you. Tell me what you want. How do I know that I can trust you? Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You can't be serious. I've known the guy for years.
Yeah, that's about how I reacted when I found out. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes. Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task. Huh. You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent. Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus. Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy, and that includes loyalty. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious Take it you've made up your mind? You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth,
Clyde Harlow, agent of the board. Yeah, that sounds even more insane out loud. I'm not sure what to think right now. You told me to be suspicious, but I never imagined Clyde would Then again, Trask knew he was a dead man. Could have been trying to shift the blame. I've been trying to tell myself Clyde's got some sensible explanation for all this. None of this is making a lick of sense to me right now. I think...
What's the word? So it is. Thus ends Rufus Trask. Once a sensible man. I hope you never have to discover what it is like, Captain. The relief.
And Trask had some things to say about you. And I've got my own misgivings.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to... Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine every... You've got a lot of nerve calling... How should I know? What the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor. I didn't ask you to understand his motives. I asked you to cross him off.
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Heads up!